What's going on, YouTube? F.N.G Moto, and today I'm sharing a first with you guys. This is going to be my first daily commute to work. I have never in my entire adult life, or any life, I've gotten to work or school or anything else by that matter on anything or in anything other than a car. So this is a major milestone in my opinion that I'm sharing with you all, and I hope you enjoy it. It's not a very long ride to work. I'd say maybe 15 to 20 minutes tops. I do have to go through a couple of intersections, but at this time of the day, which is, I don't know, say 6:30. That's almost 7 o'clock now. Whoops. So yeah, I'm gonna run a little bit behind, but that's all right. I'm in no rush. Tonight's not a scheduled night for me to work though, so I can actually just kind of show up at my leisure. It's an overtime night. It is mandatory, but you know, if I show up a couple minutes late, oh well, what are they gonna say? Normally I don't do that. I hate being late for work, but I'm not going to rush myself. I am not going to put myself in a situation that is going to compromise my safety and security in order to just get to work on time. I would rather be a little late showing up than not being able to show up at all. So hopefully this doesn't turn out to be the first time I'm ever late for work. At basically any job. I mean, of course, just like everybody else, sometimes you run into accidents and you know, you get traffic backed up or whatnot, stuff that's out of your control. I'm talking, when I say late for work, I'm just talking about, you know, maybe just a chronic issue, or whether or not you overslept, or just, you know, stuff of that nature. Looking into the sun. Ready to go. And off we go. So this is going to be the start of my commuter series. I'm actually thinking about doing a commuter series. Just me chit-chatting, rambling on, basically nothing, on my way to work and home. So let me know what you guys think, if that'd be something you're interested in watching, or if I should even bother. But like I said, it's not going to be an entirely long ride to work. So, but I think there might be some usefulness to it. I'm going to check out this footage after I'm done with it, before I upload it, and see if it's even worth it. So, and there's probably going to be some periods of silence, which I'll, of course, edit out. Haha. Hey, look, they patched up all the holes on this road. Cool. I like it. I like it when they do stuff like that. Fourth gear, 3,300 RPM. I guess that's all right. I'm not sure. I got the odometer on the total mileage because I am watching it like a hawk, because I want to make sure that I get it at 1901 so I can snap a picture of my odometer reading 1901. Yes, I know, corny, but nonetheless something that I want to do. So hopefully I don't bypass it. So this is the first intersection I got to get through when I get to work. Some of you that have seen my videos have seen this intersection before. That's the gas station I usually stop at. And then I don't think we've ever gone past that gas station in this direction. We've gone in other directions, but not in this direction. So this is a first for us all, baby. That was kind of corny, but oh well. Somebody on their phone, awesome. You know, I'm looking at my levers, and I think I need to raise them up a little bit. I think they're a little bit too far down. I might have to look into that. I might move them up just a hair to see if I can get a better feel for them. Riding to work. That I'll more than likely edit out. But got my mirrors in a good spot. So this is another intersection, although it's not very big. This is a pretty small intersection. That is a K through 8, I believe, school. Yeah, I sped up through that intersection. I wasn't sure how much longer that light was going to stay green. Don't cut me off. Thank you. Awesome. Well, in case you got any of you were wondering why I do that little swerve when I approach a car that is trying to either merge onto the road that I'm at, or making a turn onto the road that I'm at, or just like in that situation right there. I read somewhere, cancel. I read somewhere that if you do that, the swerving motion back and forth, it gives the driver of that vehicle some depth on your speed, on whether or not they're easier to judge the distance of where you're at, and it grabs their attention. Something moving around, bouncing around is going to be like, it's going to make you look second. Make you give it a second look. And I believe, I hope I'm right, but MC Ryder, a guy whose channel I religiously watch, every Friday he releases a new video. The guy's a pretty incredible motorcyclist, and he used to be an MSF instructor. Has been for a long time. Anyway, but I believe that's where I got the tip from. I do so much research and try to pay attention to as many different individuals that share my same thoughts on riding a bike, that I can kind of lose track. That was the third intersection, I believe. Number three. So, baseball fields. That's a really nice little league baseball park right there. They did a really good job at that park. Looks real nice compared to one I played in when I grew up. It was not a very nice. And I always wave to people when I pass them. It gives them a more, I don't know, yes, humanist, like, hey, that is a person on a motorcycle. I think maybe that can be lost a little bit. Not everybody that rides a motorcycle is a jerk, or a gang, or irresponsible. People that ride motorcycles are generally upstanding human beings. That was another intersection. Maybe I should quit counting them out because I know you guys can see them. But I got nothing else to discuss, so. And there's a stray cat. And good kitty, stay there. Good kitty. Oh, that's a good kitty. It's actually really nice out for a ride. I believe it's in the low 70s or so.
Via command.
Cancel.
Cancel.
My center keeps going off. I'm gonna have to turn that feature off. And if I'm not mistaken, I must get into the center lane here. Got my escape route, watching my mirrors, watching my mirrors. This is a new apartment complex that they're building off to the right hand side here. And that's going to be fun because there's going to be people coming in and out of that apartment complex on a regular basis, obviously. Stating the obvious. But I'm not looking forward to that because that's just more obstacles in the road to have to deal with. But oh well, it is what it is, right? Practice and keep your head on the swivel, be a good rider. I'm about to cross a bridge, so that should be fun. I've never done that before either. It's not a major bridge, it's a little overpass. Slow down a bit. I was taking it a little bit too heavy on the throttle. Now the road that I'm about to get on is not a very good road, so I'm going to probably stay that dead center because this road sucks. I know dead center isn't ideal, but it's better than the alternative. And look through the turn, curve. There we go. Major industrial area. That's another apartment complex right there you're gonna have to deal with. Oh, this isn't a major industrial complex. I work in a major industrial complex area, if that's what you would call it. So, but there is some industry around here. So, let's play Dodge the Road Imperfections. There should be a better name for that. Dodge the manholes? No, not manholes. Dodge the patchwork. Yeah, dodge the patchwork. Dead center, dead center, dead center, dead center. Go left, left and right. Whee! Dodge them. It's like a video game. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, this is not a very long commute to work, so I'm happy I was able to share it with you. This is my first time doing this ever in anything other than a car. In any aspect of my life, whether it be school, work. My rear is clear. And go. Alright guys and gals, I'm gonna let you off here. I'm gonna say goodbye here, and I will see you in roughly 8 to 12 hours. Well, good morning everybody. Told you I was gonna be back. 10 glorious hours later. It is roughly 6 in the morning, a little after, and I'm on my way home. And this is by far the darkest I've ever ridden this bike out to date. So I'm gonna take my time, make sure I get home in one piece, not rush myself, but it's gonna be sporadic how dark the road gets and how much light you get. Coming up here in about, I'd say 5 minutes, maybe less, you'll see you'll start to see me getting into town a little bit more. And then once I get through the 2 main streets of town, it's gonna be dark like this again. But this isn't too bad, but I live out in somewhat country. This is more into the town here portion place. Anyway, so but yeah, this is my first time out here at night like this, and we do have a lot of deer around here. Not in this specific area right here, but once I get closer to my house, you'll have a lot. There are a lot of deer. There's a lot of wildlife, I should say. Yeah, deer, possum, all that good stuff, you know. This is the bridge we came over going to work, and this is the bridge I'm taking to go home from work. It's a pretty nice night. It's about 55 degrees out, so it's not cold or too cold, which is nice. Now, the red light up there, that first intersection, that's going to be the beginning of town-ish, I guess you could call it. We'll call it that. Man, the way that my light reflected off of that car, it looked like that car was a cop car. I don't think it was. That's the case, though. This is the Pathfinder LED. Compared to the stock light that I had, it's all, it is much better. Whether or not it's $300 better, that's a different story. $300 better? I'm gonna say not so much, Indian. But I bought into the hype, the brand, whatever, and it's a beautiful light, so it is what it is. They got me for 2 of them. Now, all in all, I'm happy with it, I guess. I mean, it does the job. I don't know if there's an adjustment that I need to make to it. I know my wife's bike needs to have an adjustment made to the headlight after I've replaced it, so. We'll see about taking that. We'll see about doing that adjustment here soon. The reach of the light is really nice. The how wide it is, I guess I should say. That is really nice. I'm a little bit disappointed in a high beam. I thought it would be better, but you know, I have nothing else to compare it to other than the stock light, so it might be exactly what it is, the way it's supposed to be. It is a single headlight. I mean, it's got a bunch of bulbs in it, but it's not like a car where I got multiple headlights. I crack open my visor. I don't understand. I have a pin lock. My visor was fogging up. It's weird. No pin lock was supposed to prevent that. It's the first time that's happened with my pin lock in it. Cemetery. Wanted to drive through it, but I'm decided not to. I mean, it's not like they're gonna know anyway, you know. Or maybe I shouldn't say that stuff. Is that rude? Alright, that's about as much light as you're gonna get, as we are gonna get, I should say, on this ride. As far as street lighting and whatnot, ambient light, this is it right here. This is the most you're gonna get for the rest of the way. So I hope for 2 things. Number one, the headlight does a good job of lighting up my surroundings, and number 2, this GoPro is picking up good footage for everybody. And 3, I hope this light changes, because I have a feeling I'm going to be stuck here for a while. I don't know where the sensor is. I didn't see it. So there's the sun coming up behind me, and I don't know, I think you guys are going to catch that, which sucks because it looks pretty. Pretty sure he just took that light. Dude on a moped. I don't think this light's gonna change for me. Damn it. Come on, where's the sensor at? And there's a car behind me. Are you gonna trip the sensor? Or are you just gonna be a dick? I think he just wants to be a dick. Oh well. No harm, no foul. This can be a bit sketchy, this road here. There's a lot of streets coming into it. A lot of houses, a lot of driveways, as you can see. So it can be a bit sketchy. It can be a difficult road to navigate. This is my first time doing it at this evening. Or at this time of night, I should say. But that guy behind me, or gal behind me, is doing a decent job of keeping her distance. They're not making me feel too uncomfortable. I'd like to be able to for him to cut his brights off if those are his brights, but I don't know if they are or not. So, but I need to pay attention to what's going on in front of me. Make sure no critters come jumping out from the woods, tripping me up. Alright, now he's not trying, he is not keeping his distance. Oh well, I'm not going any faster. The speed limit is 35, I'm doing close to 45, so they can eat a penis. Sprinkler. Look at that. In such a hurry to get somewhere. Oh well. I am going to speed up to get through this intersection though. Right, so I don't know if this would qualify as a first time night ride because it's the sun's coming up, so I'm going to say the first time was it dusk? Yeah, dusk, and then dawn is at night, right? Yeah. So first time dusk ride. You guys come along with me for my first time dusk ride. Well, this is my first time commute to and from work. This is the first time I've ever gotten to work in anything other than a car or a bus or to school or anything like that. My first commute on a motorcycle. But I'm glad you guys are along with me for the ride. I know there was a bunch of nothing. I didn't really say anything that was worthy of mentioning. I don't know how much of this video I'm going to edit on, if I'm even going to put the video up, because I'm not too crazy with the way I sound in the video. I mean, that there wasn't a whole lot of discussion of anything. So, I might put it up, I might not. Anyway. Alright, YouTube. Until next time, I appreciate you all. This is F.N.G. Moto. Hoping that you ride safe and keep the shiny side up. I'm out.